My boyfriend took condoms in his overnight bag. Me, 23F, and my boyfriend, 27M, have been together for over 5 years now. I stay with him in his house on weekends, but during the week he stays in the city at his sister's house because he is in graduate school and his school is only about a 10-minute walk from his sister's house, but from our house it's over an hour drive, so he stays there sometimes during weekdays. Last week I unpacked his duffel that he took with him to his sister's and left it completely empty. Today I came back to his house and he already took some stuff out of his duffel bag, but I noticed there was still some socks and stuff in there, so I took his bag and put it by the hamper because I was going to do his laundry. He saw I put the bag in the hamper and was like, "Why are you taking my bag?" Then put it back in the computer room with him and said he needed to finish unpacking it. I told him I was getting ready to do the laundry and was just making sure I get all the dirty clothes in the hamper. He was like, "It's fine, I have things in my bag that I need to unpack that belong in the computer room," but from what I could see all he had were dirty socks in there which do not belong in the computer room. I always unpack his bag and found it weird he was suddenly not wanting me to. Since he was being suspicious about his bag, I walked past him, took the bag and ran to the bathroom with it. He said, "What are you doing?" not in a nervous way but kind of laughing. I tried to shut the bathroom door but he was pushing it open on the other side. So I just went through his bag in front of him and saw he had condoms in his bag. I asked him why he took condoms and he said he didn't know that they must have been there a while. I know this is not true because I unpacked his bag the week before, left the bag completely empty and he did not use it since. His next excuse was they must have got thrown in accidentally when he was packing his clothes. I don't understand how that could happen. We only have one place that we keep condoms and it's a drawer that is separate from everything else. There's no clothes in the drawer, so it makes no sense how they would have accidentally got folded in with his clothes and thrown in accidentally. I wash, fold, and put away all of his clothes and I'm positive there was no condoms mixed in any of the drawers that he keeps clothes. He then tries to defend himself further, saying he doesn't even like that condom brand and wouldn't use those. But we use condoms since I'm not on birth control and those are the ones we have been using, only brand we have ATM, so I'm not sure how that was supposed to make his argument stronger. I don't know what to do. I want to believe him, but it makes zero sense how the condoms would have got thrown in the bag without him purposely bringing them, and it's suspicious how he was trying to keep me from going through the bag to get his laundry. Too long did not read. My boyfriend stays at his sister's some weekdays since it is closer to his school. I stay with him on weekends and unpack his duffel bag every week. This week I found condoms. He said they must have been there a while, but I know that is not true since I unpacked his bag the previous week. He then said they must have got caught in with his clothes and thrown in accidentally. This doesn't make sense either, as we do not keep the condoms in a clothes drawer but in a separate drawer from all clothes. Update: I've been staying in the guest room not speaking to him, trying to clear my head. He keeps coming in the room trying to speak to me, telling me to come to our room, and he doesn't understand why I always think the worst. Now he's saying he honestly forgot he packed him. That he's been very stressed since he'd been having multiple exams every week and just packed his bag quickly and forgot about it. He said he just grabbed them thinking maybe I will come to his sister's since I stayed there with him a couple times before and forgot about it. I think this argument is at least plausible, but I don't understand why he wouldn't say this before. If it walks like a duck and sounds like a duck, trust your gut, girl. Intuition developed for a good reason. From your history post you know he's lying. He already was contacting other girls and he's been rejecting you. You can do better. So he changed his story at least 4 times. Yeah. In addition to the cheating. I'm wondering if he has another girlfriend and is staying at her house and not the sister's too. Cheating issues aside, why are you doing his laundry? At 23, you have a huge number of way more important things to be working on. Chores and domestic work should be split down the middle and he should be handling all of his own laundry and cleaning. Don't be the bangmaid. He might just be using you if you act like his servant. Who would turn down a sex and laundry service? Oh, and he's cheating. He forgot he packed them. No. His straight up cheating. He could have used that reason at the start, but he didn't, and he being sleazy as hell trying to hide and throw out random bullshit excuses. Sorry to say, I did something like that back when and my mind was definitely on making something happen with those. My girl found out and questioned it and she was right. He cheated you, maybe physically or not, but definitely already mentally, plus lied to you few times in the row. So what is your question? Everything is crystal clear here. Yeah, he's most probably cheating. I guess one way you can double check is see if he lets you look through his phone. I remember when my ex cheated on me, there were many signs that he was being dishonest and just not fully into the relationship. I chose to ignore those signs and let myself get even more heartbroken when he broke the news that he cheated and got the girl pregnant also. I'm sorry this is happening to you, sad face. It sucks getting cheated on. But trust me, it's probably a sign the relationship was unhealthy and wasn't going to last anyway. Do some healing now, less than 3 some meditation. Do what made you happy before you let him. The story sounds really fishy to me. I don't believe him. Sus AF. On the bright side, as effed up as it may sound, be glad he carried condoms. Leave his ass. If he didn't lie to you, I would say there could be another reason. I have condoms even though my spouse and I don't use them because I have them for one of my toys. That's TMI, but it's the truth. I don't think my husband even knows I have them, but they are in the same area as the rest of those items, and if he ever came across them my answer would be, it's to go on X item. I wouldn't hesitate to say it, and since they are stored very openly with that item, it wouldn't be far-fetched or like I was trying to hide it either. So, what I'm saying is, not everything is what it looks like on the surface, but if there was a less suspicious answer he would have just told you. This man is fucking somebody else besides you. Don't fall for his lies. Girl, don't be a dummy now. You already know the answer. You know, I used to keep condoms with me all the time, even in relationships. Figured it was better to have them and not need them rather than need them and not have them. And now I just don't see why I would possibly need them, since I'm not even slightly open to the possibility of cheating. Let me say that again, I took them because I was open to the possibility of cheating. Now that I'm not, I don't. You know why he took them. If they are in a special spot, he didn't accidentally take them. I think this argument is at least plausible, but I don't understand why he wouldn't say this before. Because it took him a while to think of the lie. Why didn't he say that before? Why did the story change? Why was there a story? Make an exit plan. Do not stay with a man who cheats on you and use you as his personal maid. 100% guarantee he's cheating. Sorry, hope you can move on. Girl, he lying. Like straight up. Least he can do is keep it real. The kicker, you focus on the worst in me. Like, how can he possibly make her wrong here? Oh, gaslighting. Are you sure he is staying at his sister's house? Maybe he is staying at his new GF's house. Tell him you poked holes in those condoms because you were secretly trying to get pregnant. Observe his countenance. I'm so sorry, but based on your comments, he is gaslighting you, and might have cheated or has been cheating. You deserve better than this. Your mental health will thank you for leaving, and take it from me, once you are out, you will see so many things much more clearly. These are things not present in a healthy relationship. I'm not trying to assume anything, but please think about you. Best wishes. However this shakes out, stop doing his laundry. Let's be honest here. You know he probably cheated, you just don't want to believe it. I mean, I don't blame you, and it's probably a lot to take in. You're probably considering giving him a second chance. He didn't give you that. Maybe you'll come to his sister's excuse before, because he didn't think of it yet. Now he's had some time between when you found it and now to come up with a slightly more believable excuse, hoping you'll fall for it. Don't. If that were the truth, he would have just said it, and you know that. Deep down, you truly know what's going on here. Eesh, girl, give him the axe and get tested. This whole thing is dripping in sus and you deserve better. Don't fall for this shit. As far as I'm concerned, this is unforgivable. Put yourself in his shoes, would he believe you? Trust your instinct and start plotting your way out now. I wish it didn't sound like what it sounds like. Skeptical smiley face. Are you close enough to the sister to give her a call and try to get any answers, even in a roundabout way, from her? Oh, he is not being honest, he came up with several explanations. I think you should walk away from the relationship. Occam's razor says the most plausible, simple reason is often the one that is most correct. Your partner is cheating, and you can either address this situation head-on or continue the mental gymnastics and come up with other bizarre justifications that will only distract you from realizing what you already know deep down. You can either 1. Tell him to come clean and admit he is cheating if you want any chance at repairing the relationship, or 2. Leave. Op. You know the answer, but I think you want us to convince you that it's wrong and he could possibly be innocent. Most people get angry if someone doesn't believe them. If they were accidentally packed, like he says, and he had no idea they were in there, he wouldn't have been acting so sketchy when you were trying to get the dirty laundry out of the bag. Op. You need to seriously evaluate your relationship and if you want to go further. He cheated. Period. I'd still get STD checked. He may have had the condoms, but cheaters aren't great people. He's 100% lying. And gaslighting you. Remember that. Sometimes I pack condoms with holes poked in him, then give 'em out at parties just for shits and giggles. He was probably doing the same thing. Lol, seriously? He's cheating. And I would rarely say that. His reaction makes it plain as day. 100% he is taking the time away from you to cheat. He wasn't laughing, he knew you were onto him and didn't know how to react. Wait a minute, so 1. He was cagey and trying to get in the door when you found condoms he took in a bag to his sister's. 2. Never lets you use his phone for even mundane reasons. 3. He is now trying to make you feel guilty after you found condoms in his bag and asking to see his phone. Yeah, nah. He's fucking someone else. Throw his ass out. There's no plausible reason to be in a long-term relationship and take condoms out of the house. His story about taking condoms to his sister's place is bullshit. He's cheating on you. Muster up courage and strength and end it. You know he's lying, you feel it, so trust yourself and do the right thing. Your update shows his excuse, which I believe may have been valid if he had been able to tell you that immediately. The delay for however long suggests to me that he's been trying to think of a plausible reason, and didn't have one immediately. I believe this because I was that idiot guy back when I was 19 and a scumbag boyfriend. Yeah, sounds like he's trying to weasel out of it with a bunch of excuses, lies. Maybe he's using M to masturbate. Maybe he's getting a lil extra from someone else. Maybe even something else entirely. Who knows, but seems clear he's not inclined to fess up and straight out tell you the truth about how and why they were there. Denial is not a river in Egypt. It is alive and well in your relationship. Whether or not he's actually cheated on you is a lesser issue to the matter of trust. Maybe he didn't actually cheat, but there's someone he fancies in the area and so was bringing them for JIC. But if you don't trust that he's being honest with you, and he won't let you look at his phone, then you need to decide if that is worth staying with him over. A healthy relationship is based on trust, open communication, and mutual respect. If one of those is missing, then it is no longer a healthy relationship. You're too old for him, HES moved on to younger girls. Get an STD check. The fact that he keeps changing up his story, excuses because he knows none of them make any sense and is contradicting himself is a dead giveaway. I'm sorry, skeptical smiley face. I know you want to believe him, but even you know it doesn't make any sense. It's the reason you made the impulse decision to grab the bag and check it. Your gut was telling you something was off even before you saw the condoms. You caught him in a blatant lie. You know you can never trust him again. He was literally planning on cheating on you. You already know the answer to this question. No faithful partner has condoms in their overnight bag. Read this with Sweet Home Alabama playing in the back.